morning, ladies and gentlemen of the USA. Welcome to StormWatch and happy Brrrdd. You know what I'm saying? Straight shit. Straight out of Memphis shit. Southside. Motherfucker. That Pooh Shiesty album dropped, and, well, I figured the only way to celebrate was, you know, to bring out all the straps, you know what I mean? Show that we really got some shit going on. Show what we working with here in the trenches, you feel me? You know. And out here, shit gets tough. Shit gets tough. Big brr. Real shit. Real spit. You feel me, slime? Goddamn right. Real strikers, bitch. Real strikers. Brr. Big brr. I'm so sorry. Motherfucking shit. Watch of the week. That's an Evora. Bitch. Gotta keep that shit hidden, though. You never know what they're recording. You never know what details they're gonna use on you in court. But you know why I use Evora? Because that shit's still on that timing. You feel me? Just like Pooh Shiesty's new album. Y'all, I'm gonna try so hard for this episode. I'm gonna try so hard. I know there's gonna be some people who watch this and be like, you making fun of gangsters. Pussy nigga, fuck you. I'll lay a nigga flat in 1, 2, 3, bitch. Big brr. That's what they call me here in the stew. Big brr. Stormy brr. That's, you know, it's a thunderstorm and it's a cold winter coming. That's why you go brr from all the chills coming. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I really needed a second after that. I'm trying my hardest to take this shit seriously, but as you can tell, I can't do it anymore. Whatever. Titusville police charged suspect in February Buttonwood Drive shooting. Hell yeah, that's very brr of that motherfucker right there. That's very brr. Gotta load this shit up. In honor of the shooting. Go whip out something. Gotta keep that knife by my dick in case the CO try to strip search me. Hey, don't you be fucking laughing. Big Shiesty said it. Playing games and shit. Fuck nigga. Fuck's wrong with you, pussy. Bitch. Oh, you act like I won't light your bitch ass up. Titusville police have filed additional charges against a 42-year-old man in connection with a February shooting that narrowly missed an innocent resident leaving for work. Well, shouldn't have fucking been there. I think you should free this man. Fuck you. You know, I wish that motherfucker would have got hit. Are you fucking with me? There we go. Motherfucking shit. God damn it, man. Nerf or nothing, my fucking dick. Oh, bitch. Brr, brr. We hit every time. We don't leave. All headshots. We aim for the neck. We aim for the neck, so even if they move, we hit the head. I think that was something fucking Moneybag Yo said. I know that I'm supposed to be doing news and other jokes and other things, but I just got to be 100% clear. This should be a joke enough. Look at the way I'm dressed. You're telling me there are grown men who go outside dressed like this, with shit like this, but real shit, and then they go and rob somebody for like $3.50 because ain't nobody got shit nowadays. Yeah. You see that fear right there? Big brr. Go ahead. You know what? Headshots only, bitch. Detectives developed charges against Titusville resident Dwayne Mitchell on Tuesday, August 18, following an investigation into February 14 shooting in the 3000 block of Buttonwood Drive. Officers responded to reports of gunfire at approximately 5:30 a.m. and found a resident who said they heard shots while leaving for work. Mayor hadn't had his morning coffee yet. Fuck's wrong with you? Goddamn pussy bitch. Shouldn't have been up that early without... Get that man his fucking coffee and he won't be shooting shit. Very brr. Very chopper gang. Brr, brr. Bitch, you gotta say that you gotta put some fucking chest. Brr, bitch. Goddamn right, like a fucking nigga, fuck this. I'm done with that gun. Alright, I can't stand it no more. I got a new one though. You ain't seen shit.
Are you loading real ammo in
They kept it sealed so that way they couldn't see it. The COs can't check mail. Had to get that shit behind bars, you know what I'm saying? So that way we can... You hear that? Oh, baby, this shit gonna hurt. 5:30 in the morning. That is really early to be shooting a motherfucker. I gotta be 100% honest. That's a little too early for even me to be shooting a motherfucker. You know how much energy it takes to shoot a nigga at 5:30 in the morning? A lot of fucking energy. And let me tell you what. Especially if you're just going out there and spraying willy-nilly, which clearly he fucking did because he's hitting people with their own and other people in their houses. That shit's silly. No. That's very unbrr. You only hit your targets. Only hit your targets. That's brr. That's chopper gang. When you hit random civilians, that ain't chopper gang. That's bullshit. Investigators later found a bullet holster in the backpack. The resident who police said had no involvement in the incident was not struck. Damn. Maybe if that fucking bitch had been struck, they wouldn't have been able to snitch. Goddamn snitch. Let me finish the job. You can't see my excitement or my shock, but just... Oh, I like this shit. Star Spangled shoots shit up. You feel what I'm saying? Bitch. Yeah. See the way you ducking now? Pussy. Officers recovered 16 shell casings and documented gunfire damage to a home's garage, a vehicle parked in a driveway, and a tree in the yard. Police also found personal... Jesus fucking Christ, I can't speak. I got choppers on the brain. Yeah, shut the fuck up, ho. Police also found personal items belonging to Mitchell and an additional firearm at the scene. According to police, forensic testing identified Mitchell's DNA on recovered firearm. Mitchell was arrested on June 16th on charges stemming from an unrelated case. Firearm found it. You know what? They're trumping up charges on this motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Is they're trying to pin charges on an innocent black man who did nothing but light a motherfucker up. Can he be blamed for that shit? Chopper Gang CEO, bitch. Just kidding. That's Pooh Shiesty, who came out with a fantastic fucking album. Every fucking track on that bitch was a smack. I gotta be 100% honest. If a younger me had that track like 5 years ago, if I had any of this shit bumping in my goddamn system, I would have been even more of a fucking menace to society than I was. And I would be even more of a menace to society now than I already fucking am. And as you can clearly see, I'm just lighting shit up. I'm like this motherfucker right here. I can't. Damn it, fired the rest of them. The fuck is this shit? Rockledge police arrest suspect in 7-Eleven robbery, clerk battery. Very chopper gang. We rob shit around here. That's how I got this fucking Spider-Man thing. I robbed that nigga Spider-Man. He's a fucking bitch. All it took was me going and kidnapping that dumb bitch Mary Jane. Didn't stand a chance. This shit sucks. What is it? Spider-Man uses this shit. It's for fucking pussies. Goddamn right. Spider-Man's a pussy. That's what I gotta say. He's not Spider-Man ain't got shit on Chopper Gang. You feel me? You feel me? Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Sorry. I get so excited when it comes to straps. You know what I'm saying? And not like a dyke or nothing. Not like a dyke or nothing. I'm not into straps like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my own piece. But like, when I start thinking about bullets and putting holes in niggas, no, chill. It's straight to go put hot lead into another grown man. You know what I'm saying? That's what real gangsters do. That's what real fucking gangsters do. They load up their big straps that they call dicks. They say they got a dick on the hip. That's what that is. That really is some gay ass shit, by the way. That is. Let me tell you what. There is nothing straighter than loading up a fucking big fat piece of metal and going and putting hot, steaming lead in another grown man. That is some gangster shit right there. Load after load, round after round into another grown man. You can put it into his legs. You can put it into his chest. You can put the rounds into his head. You can just unload too. You can just unload on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, and unload rounds into somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? That is what gangsters do. They like to unload rounds into other grown men. And I think that's what this last Pooh Shiesty album, I think that's what the last, 15 years of rap music has shown me, is that these grown men have these weird homoerotic urges that they can't satiate because they live in the ghetto. So rather than going and penetrating another man in his rectum, they go and they shoot him and say that they wrecked him. See, so the thing is, because they can't go and be accepted by society for penetrating another man's butthole, they have to go and add other holes to penetrate in his body. I think this is really just a sad tale of how the ghetto is oppressing homosexual young black men and turning them into gangsters. And I think that we need to really, as a society, step up and say, hey, maybe these faggy little boys should stop going and shooting people up with their hot metal, and they should go and shoot hot, steaming loads of their man goo into other men instead. It's much safer. Obviously, there's the AIDS problem, and there's the issue of people knowing you're a faggot and stuff like that. But, would you rather young men going and shooting their hot seed into another man, or would you rather them go and shoot hot metal into another man? This is the things you need to, these are the questions you need to ask yourself, because clearly the fucking, what's his name? God damn it, I want to be respectful. Let me be respectful of who this man is. Dwayne Mitchell, because clearly, if Dwayne had spent more time shooting his hot load into other men, he wouldn't feel the need to shoot his hot load into random bystanders. You know what I mean? It's how the cookie comes. You know what I mean? No, most people would say the cookie crumbles, but in this case, this is the only way these people can come. Sometimes I think that people like to shoot motherfuckers more than they like. I think some niggas like to kill more than they like pussy. I think some people like to kill more than they like drugs. I think some people like to kill more than they like money. Those are serial killers, for one. For two, that's very brr of them. That's all I gotta say. Rockledge police have arrested a 23-year-old man for battering a convenience store clerk and stealing money from a cash register Sunday night. Officers responded to 7-Eleven at Mural Road and Easter Boulevard at approximately 9 p.m. on August 16th. According to police, the suspect, dressed entirely in black and wearing a face mask, jumped over the counter, battered a clerk, and stole money from the register. Very brr of that motherfucker. Hell yeah, free that nigga right now. Good Samaritans attempted to intervene, but the suspect escaped on foot. Good Samaritans? You mean a bunch of fucking pussies? A goddamn bunch of bitches? Pussies? Fuck that. Fuck that. The disrespect they're throwing on this man. This is a good, innocent man. Just because somebody is wearing a mask and shades and gloves and wearing all black outfit and a hood over themselves does not mean that they are someone who is going to do anything wrong. Just because you see someone with a strap and you see them with masks and gloves and things like that of that nature does not make that person anything that you should worry about or fear in this world. I think that people place too much worry on their bigotries and all these things that they like to think is them holding society to a higher standard, but really it's just them being racist. You think you're holding to society to a higher standard by not wanting people to get shot. But did you ever consider you're just being, racist because this is what it's like living in that world? Do you ever consider that? No? You don't. Because you're a bunch of racist, xenophobic fucks who want to see another innocent black man in jail because he was trying to not starve to death. And you know what? For that, you suffer. Aw, come on. Don't fuck with me now. Got these shitty ass bullets.
Ow!
Always invest in non-cheap bullets because let me tell you what, these cheap fuckers are not worth it. I bought these at Walmart. I should have gone to Target. I'll get my lick back, bitch. Mother... Alright.
Ow!
Rockledge Police Patrol officers searched the surrounding area with assistance from Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Officers developed leads that were forwarded to investigators the following day. Investigators continued gathering evidence and information throughout Monday. Blah, 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 blah. Police said evidence connected to the robbery was recovered during the operation. Dontavius James, 23, was taken into custody and charged with robbery without a firearm or weapon and battery. He did it even without... He robbed that nigga without a weapon. That is even more brr of that motherfucker. Because if he would have had a strap, he would have never been caught. Except, the thing is, there was some rats. Them Brewster ass niggas, them motherfuckers. What does he say? What does Shiesty say? Them Brewster ass niggas? Brewster. You know, we got an ice cream store around here called Brewster's. That's fucking hilarious. Is he calling them sweet? Do they got a Brewster's up there? Is he calling them sweet? Is he calling these niggas sweet? Ice cream store ass niggas? Fuck yeah. That's even better. Fuck yeah. That shit, that's so much goddamn bad. Fuck yeah. Ooh. I just caught that shit. You know that nigga's a year younger than me? That nigga is a year younger than me. You know how... That's crazy. That's crazy. He shot so many more people than I have. I need to up my count. I need to work on my bodies. I don't have enough bodies. I was so busy trying to bag pussy, I wasn't even thinking about putting holes in other men. It's kind of sad, really. Because I was so busy trying to get, hot pussy everywhere I went. I never thought to myself, I could be back home shooting other grown men up with hot lead. What have I done with my life? Really? I could have been like this guy. Rockledge police commented the officer's investigation conducted professional. Yeah, whatever. They're just sucking their own dick at this point. And they're seeing another man arrested for nothing. Just like this lovely couple. Cruise ship couple arrested after allegedly barging into cabin, assaulting family and child. That is extremely brr. Are you kidding me? Robbing motherfuckers on a goddamn cruise? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Memphis shit. You know what? Don't let anyone from Memphis go on any of our cruises. Let this be a lesson to the cruise liners out of Cocoa. I actually don't know where these motherfuckers are from. Just to round out the weekend, we're bringing you another incident from one of our many cruise ships this weekend. And if the summer heat isn't, if it isn't the summer heat that's getting to them, it's definitely the alcohol. Actually, now that I think about it, it's for sure the alcohol. Combine it up, whatever. This is just Wayne Ivey fucking. In this case, the suspects, Gannon Jaycox and his girlfriend Brooklyn Hicks were apparently arguing loudly after taking advantage of some adult beverages when one of the victims asked them to quiet down. Hicks apparently didn't like the request, so she decided to go confront them. Jaycox then decided it was a great idea to walk over with his cell phone and start recording the incident as he told Hicks to beat them up. As she should have. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? You a grown fucking woman. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. You a grown fucking man. Don't let nobody fucking shush you. Don't let no fucking Brewster ass nigga shush you. Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Light them up. Light that shit up. Light them up like a fucking candle, like it's the 4th of July, nigga. Light them up like it's the fucking 1st of January. Light them motherfuckers up. Light that shit up like it's a Mexican birthday. Light that shit up. If I'm being honest, they should have just murdered them. I don't even think they should have fucking... Fuck that. No, don't beat them up. Shoot them. You're on a cruise? Okay, make a gun out of something. What? Somebody's got to have a gun on there. There's got to be security with a gun. Somebody's got to be strapped. Somebody's got to be strapped. Get a flare gun. Get a flare gun and shoot the bitch in the face. Yeah, you may not kill her, but she ain't gonna have a fucking face. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that much. That bitch ain't gonna have a fucking face. Where was I at? The suspect then pushed their way into the victim's room, which included a 9-year-old child who was inside the room. Curb stomped the kid. As a fight ensued, Jaycox ended up hitting all 3 people, including the child, and Hicks was just swinging, hoping one would land. Jaycox got a pretty gross injury to his eye that he was either caused by one of the victims or friendly fire from haymakers his girlfriend was throwing. That bitch was so angry she lit up her own man. She shot her own mans. You know how sad that is? You know what? To be fair, though, even Shiesty said he got security on his mans because, you know, you never know. You never know who's going to go against you. You never fucking know. She may even go against him now. He went in to defend her. Yeah, he said to get into the fight and he said to assault them, but, like, he thought that she deserved to defend herself. That is a... He stand up for yourself. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Always whoop their ass. Even if they're being kind and they say, hey, if they look at you and say, hey, I'm sorry. You guys are being a little loud right now and we're trying to put the kids to bed. Would you mind turning down the volume just slightly? You don't have to stop or anything. We just need you to. Would you mind turning it down just slightly? Knock him the fuck out. Beat the bitch's ass. Throw him over the side of the cruise liner. Fuck that. Throw him over the side of the cruise liner. Fashion a noose out of the bed sheets and throw them off the balcony of the 4th story. This is what you should do. This is how you handle people who tell you to shush. Publicly. Ever. Any person. Always. I'm so sorry. It's just... Oh my God. I'm getting strange looks from my camera woman, and I just want to be clear, for those of you at home who don't understand anything in this world, this is satire. This is satirical. I'm making fun of people. And you can probably guess who I'm making fun of. If you can't guess who I'm making fun of, you truly are just like, you may want to go do that to yourself. I'm just going to be honest. Just, Kurt Cobain. All it takes is one time. One bullet is all it takes. One shot is all it takes. Regardless of how insane the entire incident was, thankfully none of the victims were seriously injured in the ridiculous escapade. So what's the moral of the story? If you can't hold your liquor, then you definitely shouldn't be out in public causing it. No. What the moral of the story is, don't let anybody shush you in public. The moral of the story is, I paid to be on a cruise. I paid the motherfucking $400 to be on this shitty ass cruise where my kid got in free. She only eats chicken tenders and macaroni every single fucking night. Oh wait, they don't have a kid. Bitch, we got on this cruise, $400 a ticket because that's all we had. That was our savings. That was all we had left. $400. This was supposed to be all inclusive, but my bitch fucking wife didn't know what the words all inclusive meant. She didn't. She thought the like room was all inclusive. Like it has soaps and shit. Not the drinks, not the food. I've been starving for 2 days. And you shush me? I've been eating shitty granola we brought to snack on the hikes. We couldn't even go on the hike. We couldn't afford to go on the hikes. We couldn't afford to leave the ship. We spent most of our time in this room staring at each other. Aggressively. Thinking about Pooh Shiesty's new album. Making bird calls at each other. Brr, brr, brr. And shit. That's how we pass the time. You know, a cruise can drive you insane if you really are like... If you have no money and somebody tells you to shush... They may not have even told him to shush. They may have like been politely asking, "Hey, could you tone it down?" Having no money and being on a cruise where somebody politely asks you to tone down your voice is the equivalent of them stomping on your nuts and telling you to shut the fuck up. That is the equivalent. That's why you should always beat the shit out of them. Include their kid. Don't let them fucking breed. Don't let that child continue on with life. Knock them the fuck out. Traumatize them all. Make sure that the next time they go on a cruise, they never book near anyone. They will buy 3 cabins around them, so that way nobody's near them. Make sure that's what happens. Cruise ship sucker punch lands passengers at Ivy's Iron Bar Lodge in Brevard County. You know, all I gotta say is there's a lot of activities going on, and these pussy-ass cops are arresting some fine motherfuckers. It's kind of sad to see. I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a bill. I'm gonna keep it a bill. No Lewinsky. I'm gonna keep it a bill. No Clinton. I'm gonna keep it a bill. No Gates. Mother. Ow. I think sometimes what was he shushed too? Is that the issue? Cruising is supposed to be an enjoyable time where people go to relax and have a little fun in the sun and explore new places. In this case, one lucky winner got to explore a new place that most people never want to go, but unfortunately a lot of people do. I wonder where that is. Yesterday, 2 families were in a verbal argument with the ship standing... Wait, hold on. Yesterday, 2 families were in a verbal argument with ship security standing between them. One family claimed that the victim had battered one of the family members. However, there was no video evidence on the ship to support their claims. So you need video evidence of everything now? But is this just support Spider-Man? This just supports him and the Flock cameras and Peter Thiel and... Who's the CEO of Flock? I don't even fucking know his name. I should know his name after all this. Ignore the black gloves. Garrett Langley. How old is he? Sorry, I know this is a huge sidestep. He's 38? Holy shit. You know, there's a chance for Pooh Shiesty to become the next CEO of Flock. There is a very good chance that Pooh Shiesty could very well become the next CEO of Flock. He's got enough time. He's what, 26, 27? He's 26, 27. That's about right. 26, 27, something like that. He's got about 11, 12 years in order to become the CEO of a new tech company. Where was I at? Oh yeah, this guy's punching people. While in the midst of an argument, Jarnell Snow came through a door behind the victim and sucker punched him in the head, causing him to fall to the ground. As if that wasn't bad enough, he decided to hit him again as he was falling. As you might imagine, a fight broke out, causing ship security to jump in and split everyone up. Unfortunately for Jarnell, he won a bonus vacation to Ivy's Iron Bar Lodge with spacious lodging accommodations, less than mediocre meals, and blah 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 blah. It's just Wayne Ivy half the time sucking his dick. He's like Marilyn Manson, where he took a rib out and he's just like on his own hog. Well, it's more just like it's kind of like Spring Breakers, but he's choking on his own pistol. Where's my pistol? It's like this. That's what Wayne Ivy does with himself when he writes these articles. And you know, the irony of him writing these articles about everybody is that he never does it when it actually matters, like when it's his own officers or anything like that. Brevard Deputy of the Year quits after egregious misconduct exposed. Report accused Michael Fultz of using agency gun in sex act performing Nazi salute. Where's the article, Wayne? I have to go to Wesh News 6. Is that Wesh? Whatever. It's News 6. I gotta go to News 6 Orlando. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, fuck you. That's the point. Brevard County 2025 Deputy of the Year Michael Fultz has resigned from the Brevard County Sheriff's Office as the agency was poised to fire him for egregious misconduct, records obtained by News 6 reveal. Sheriff's Office investigators obtained images of Fultz placing a gun in his ex-girlfriend's mouth and pointing it at the back of her head during a consensual sex act, making an inappropriate FaceTime call from his patrol call while wearing his uniform and appearing to perform a Nazi salute in a photograph captured shortly before he was hired as deputy, records show. He's got a sense of humor. Fuck you. What do you want from him? My arm is locking. Sorry. No, my heart goes out to him and everyone there. My heart goes out to you. Isn't that what Elon did? My heart goes out to you. I just think he has a sense of humor and you guys are not understanding it. I mean, it was consensual sex act. I mean, we use Nerf guns during sex. Have you never shot your woman in the pussy with a Nerf dart? Ever? No? You haven't lived. You truly have not lived until you shot your woman in the pussy with a Nerf dart. Let one just like right across the nipple. And if it's not right across the nipple and she's got a little bit more of a pain tolerance, just it's fantastic foreplay. I'm so sick. Okay. Fultz, 24, was also accused of using racially insensitive language and improperly. Holy fuck. Fultz, 24, was also accused of using racially insensitive language and improperly accessing the agency's flock camera license plate reader system to look up his ex-girlfriend's tag number. Well, that's very un-brr of you. That's very un-brr. That's very non-Choppa Gang. That's very non-brr. You know how there's like kosher and non-kosher, dill, non-dill? Well, this is there's brr and then there's non-brr, brr, brr and non-brr. Sorry, these motherfuckers need to start learning Spanish if they're gonna keep doing all that shit. That's fucking crazy. Brr, brr, brr. I was going to make a slew of inappropriate pussy-eating jokes, but I've got to get back to this. When Fultz was pulled over by the Florida Highway Patrol trooper in February for allegedly speeding 111 miles on his motorcycle while off duty, the deputy was issued a civil citation instead of being arrested for misdemeanor under Florida's superspeeder law. So special treatment. He's getting special treatment because I didn't even include this. There were 2 arrests over the last several weeks. There's been more than 2 arrests, but there were 2 over the last week or 2. Where they were super speeders. They were going over 100 miles per hour and all that shit. But he goes over 100 miles per hour and nothing. He gets a civil citation? No, fuck you. Fuck you. That's absolutely ridiculous. After Sheriff Wayne Ivey signed off on an internal investigation in May and expressed his intent to terminate the Deputy of the Year, Fultz resigned. First and foremost, I want to apologize to Brevard County Sheriff's Office and the men and women I served alongside my family and the citizens of Brevard County for the embarrassment and negative attention my actions have caused. Fultz wrote in a statement to News 6, "Becoming a deputy was a dream of mine, and I will always be grateful to Sheriff Ivey and BCSO for giving me the opportunity to fulfill that dream and to fulfill my pants with a hot load of steaming lead after looking up my girlfriend's license plate numbers illegally through the flock cameras." The Brevard County Sheriff's Office hired Fultz as the probationary deputy in September 2024, a spokesperson said. 7 months later, in April 2025, Fultz fatally shot a suicidal man who charged at him with a knife as the deputy responded to the disturbance at the man's house, the agency reported at the time. I'm starting to believe that maybe he didn't charge at him with a knife after seeing all his non-brr activities. I'm starting to assume he just shot the motherfucker and lied about it, which is very brr. So maybe he's a little brr, you know what I'm saying? Not full Chopper Gang CEO, but you could put him to work type shit, you know what I'm saying? That incident prompted the sheriff to honor Fultz as the 2025 Deputy of the Year and award him Medal of Valor during the agency's annual award ceremony in March. Tonight, we are proud to recognize the individual who shot a suicidal man in his face because he was doing nothing but trying to commit suicide. And because of the fact that he shot a suicidal man and saved us so much paperwork on bringing him in and taking him into the medical department, we're going to give him this award so that way nobody thinks twice about the fact that he shot a suicidal man in the fucking face. You know, as far as Wayne Ivey and his corruption goes, that's very brr of him. As far as his activities and his piggly wiggliness, just supporting dirty cops like this and letting them go free, it's like John Lau the other day. We're going to do another Secret Life of Pigs because I just need to. I need to talk about the animal abusers in my neighborhood. I need to talk about the piggly wigglies. By the way, we got into an accident, what was it, yesterday or the day before yesterday? And TPD showed up. There were a couple younger cops. They came and helped. They were nice fellas. They helped us get all the paperwork in order, sent us on the way, didn't even give us a ticket or anything. Not all cops are bad. This guy is. And so is Wayne. And so are all these other fuckers. And that's what we need to highlight in that secret. I need a more comfortable chair. Sorry you guys see me keep adjusting. I have no ass. I literally have no ass. I have Hank Hill ass, where it's negative ass. I have all of my mass went to my front, you know what I mean? I have extremely crazy quads and a fat cock and some hefty nuts. I have zero ass though. And I understand some women like the ass. That's why they like us in baseball pants and shit like that, because it highlights the butt cheeks and shit. So just for you fellas at home, if you ever want to get a woman's attention, baseball pants, slim cut jeans, and fuck it, let's bring back chubbies. Those are the ones that go halfway out on your thigh and shit like that. I need stuff like this because I have no ass. For those of you who have ass, good on you. Good on you, brother. I have never heard a woman complain about a man having too big of a butt. Everybody loved Poetons. Everybody loves my brothers. What? Poeton? Pereira? Alex Pereira? The MMA fighter I showed you during his heavyweight debut. What? That man was caked up for no reason. My brother got caked up too, and I got negative ass. It's kind of ridiculous. No, I know you're shaking your head, but look at you at home. I want all of you who are listening to this still somehow this far, look at your butt cheeks. Are you happy with that? The answer is probably no. But, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I can't sit in one position for an extended period of time, which is why I keep adjusting, because I have negative ass, because my brother took all my ass in the genetics. My sister got none too. my sister got my negative ass. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was supposed to be duct taping these, but let's see. Shh, I'll figure that out. See? Just like that. All it took was a little elbow grease and shoving my fingers right in that tight little slot. You know, I will say I love tight little slots, and I do love tight little holes. As much as I love my micro Drake. These are all references to the fucking album. I love you, babe, I love you like I love my... I love you like I love my micro Drake. Motherfucker. He just dreams about shooting people. Kind of like I do. Kind of like the, Damn it, what is his fucking name? I'm so terrible with names. Dreaming of shooting people like Dwayne Mitchell. Dreaming of shooting people like a pervert. Like a goddamn You know, why did my article switch? Hold on. You know what? I'm not even going to do a segue. This one I was supposed to cover and I couldn't figure out a way to make it transition. Mom posted videos on Instagram showing her pouring hot wax onto kids and lighting fire. That is not how you wax people. That is not what they teach you in waxing school. You don't use children to test. That is very unbrr of you, Mom. Chill. And I know some of you at home are going to look at this article and you're going to watch the video and be like, man, she's hot. I can change her. I can change her. I can change her. I can change her. You can't change her. She's setting her kids on fire. You can't change her. You can't change her. She's setting her house on fire. You cannot change this woman. But I can change her. She set her kids on fire. She set burning wax on her children. Do you actually, honestly, truly think you can change her? There's going to be some guy who says yes. When she gets out of prison, she is definitely going to get someone. She's hot enough and crazy. And men love hot and crazy. See? A mother was charged with child abuse and arson after posting videos on Instagram showing her pouring hot wax on her daughters and lighting a fire in her kitchen. Police began investigating a 26-year-old Melissa Campos Sanchez on August 16th. After receiving a report of a fire in her kitchen, according to multiple affidavits obtained by people. Investigators reportedly determined the fire was set intentionally by pouring a flammable... Investigators reportedly determined the fire was set intentionally by pouring a flammable liquid into combustible materials. Authorities soon learned that Campos Sanchez posted 2 videos onto her Instagram account, which had 55,000 followers, that showed the circumstances surrounding the fire. Both videos were posted on the day of the fire and first showed Campos Sanchez dancing around in a silver mask while holding a lighter and pouring substance onto a pile of clothes before lighting them on fire. She was also seen pouring hot wax from a lit candle onto her chest. Investigators allegedly found a masked flammable liquid and lighter at the scene responding to the fire. The second video showed Campos Sanchez pouring hot wax on the hands of her 2 daughters as well as pouring it on her leg. Melissa started the fire 'cause it was always burning in her goddamn house. Melissa started the fire so she could burn her kids down 'cause she hates them now.
Melissa Carrera?
No, Melissa Campos Sanchez. Damn, I was just a little bit off. I know this isn't my greatest episode, and I apologize because I spent most of the time just playing with toys. But isn't that really what adulthood is about? Is like transitioning from childhood toys to adult toys and sometimes making them a part of adult play. Like how I told you I shot my girlfriend in the pussy with a Nerf dart and she even did her in the nipple. Do you know how much fun that is? Take Hot Wheels and roll it over her fat ass cheeks. Shoot her in the nipple with a Nerf dart. I know what I want for my birthday. Jesus Christ. Campo Sanchez's eldest daughter reportedly told police that she and her younger sister saw their mother light a fire in the kitchen and throw a glass mug onto the floor while dancing before extinguishing the fire with a bowl of water. She also claimed that her mother poured hot wax from a candle onto her and her sister. Pussy? Fucking snitch. Your mother was just doing... Your mother has hobbies. Your mother is a young lady and she has hobbies. She's what, 26 years old? Come on. Can you blame her? She had you young. She clearly didn't want that. But your fathers ran out. Fathers, not father. Because there is no way a Spanish woman that hot and that crazy doesn't have multiple baby daddies. It just isn't, it doesn't work like that. You can't be hot and Spanish and crazy and not have multiple baby daddies. Because you know the pussy is fire, just like how she set her house on fire. Her pussy is so fire that she literally poured hot wax on her kids and tried to set her apartment on fire, and she is still going to get somebody later. She is still going to get some guy who can be like, I can change her, I can change her. She poured hot wax on her children. I can change her. She set her apartment on fire. I can change her. She tried to stab you 3 times this last week. I'm still working on trying to change her. It just ain't going to happen. Oh my goodness. Investigators interviewed Campo Sanchez's husband, who told them that she's married? She's married? What a twist! Investigators interviewed Campo Sanchez's husband, who told them that the pair were going through marital issues and that he was living with his parents while his wife stayed at the house with their children. The affidavit said the husband contacted the police after seeing the video of his wife's Instagram account. Ow! I wonder why they're having marital issues. Something tells me it has to do with her being a batshit crazy bitch. Campo Sanchez was hospitalized after her husband arrived at the house during the fire investigation and took custody of the children, the affidavit said. The husband also told police that Campo Sanchez had attempted suicide shortly before the incident and that he contacted the sheriff's office a week prior due to the concerns about his children. Well, what it sounds like is you should have just let the bitch kill herself. I'm getting a little tired of this. Everybody is just like, oh my God, they're trying to commit suicide. Ah! And then they shoot him in the face like that fucking sheriff did. Or they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face. And he's like, no, I love you. And then they pour hot wax on your children. You know, I actually wish that I would have read this beforehand. I would have brought a candle on here and started pouring hot wax on myself. I would have just pour it all over my chest. Pour it all over my chest. All right, now let's get away. Oh, wait, no. We're not getting away from Florida news. I didn't even intend to be on that long. No transition. Well, actually, no. Child abuse to child abuse. Palm Beach clerk Caruso arrested on child sex charges, suspended. Well, okay, so what I'm going to say here is, would you rather have your children set on fire or would you rather have them molested by a 60-year-old politician? These are your options in this world. Your child doesn't get to enjoy a nice life where they get to go up the street and have ice cream out of the ice cream truck and ride their bikes with their kids up to the water tower and go and spray paint things or go and throw rocks into this river or go up the stream and have a rope swing and stuff like that. Your kids don't get to go out and play board games with their friends late at night in the basement of their place playing Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that, where their friend 11 comes to life out of a board game, basically. Your kids don't get to enjoy these things anymore. You know what your child gets to enjoy? Having hot wax poured on them by a crazy hot Spanish woman or getting molested by a crazy unattractive 62-year-old white guy. These are your options for your kids now. You don't get the joy of knowing that they get joy in this world. You know what you get? You get the joy of knowing that your children get molested in this world. Whether it's sexually or physically violently. The point is, well, it's physically violently either way if it's sexually too. But the point is, that's very of him. All I gotta say is the last 3 articles have been very they're very non-Choppa Gang. They're very non-Choppa Gang. Very non-CEO of Choppa Gang. You know what I'm saying? That is not Memphis shit. That is not okay. Authorities say more charges are expected against Michael Caruso, according to Can you chill? Authorities say more charges are expected against Michael Caruso, accused of molesting a young relative. It's always in the family. They always say it's somebody you know. You know who's gonna molest you? Somebody who's closest to you. You know who molested me? I'm not telling you right now. But my point is, sometimes an uncle can get too close and then he says, "Come in here and give me a kiss, young boy." And then it goes, and then he turns from his cheek and he puts his mouth on you and then he puts his tongue in your mouth and then you don't like it. And then every time you tell people, they're like, "Oh, that's just Uncle Jimmy being Uncle Jimmy." And every time you go around, nobody listens to you. Governor Ron DeSantis suspended Palm Beach County Clerk of Court Michael Caruso on Tuesday morning after child sex abuse charges. Well, you know, I've heard a lot of shit about Mike Caruso. He was like DeSantis's, up in his circle, he was one of his top boys. I don't know much about him. I don't. That's all I know is that he's one of DeSantis's, well, I guess you could say top boy diddlers. Not really one of his top boys, but one of his top boy diddlers. Caruso, a 67-year-old Republican and former Slate legislator, faces wow. Also, I was close. I said 62. He's 67. 6'7". Caruso, a 67-year-old Republican and former state legislator, faces 5 felony counts: kidnapping, child molestation, lewd exhibition, luring or enticing a child, and child abuse causing mental injury. Is there child abuse that doesn't cause mental injury? Is that a charge? Hey. My client didn't cause any mental trauma. Chill the fuck out. You see them there? They're sitting there. Are they in a psychiatric ward? No. How much mental trauma did we cause? So you can get child abuse charges causing mental injury, and you can get child abuse charges without causing mental injury? How does one go about reducing charges like that? Like, not for my sake, but for his, clearly. I'm not his lawyer or anything, but you wouldn't even know who I was. I'm unidentifiable. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer said the investigation remains open and more charges may follow. Investigators with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement say Caruso, a Boy Scout troop leader and Little League coach of more than 30 years, began grooming and abusing a young relative in the fall of 2024. They say the abuse continued through August 2025, including a fishing trip at a Thanksgiving gathering and aboard a family cruise. One of his top boy diddlers. And what better way to diddle a boy than the Boy Scouts? It's literally all about going in the woods with young boys, starting hot fires with them, going out of your way to hunt things and pierce them with metal and sticks and guns, and learn how to eat eggs together and tidy and like cuddle together in the woods with other young boys. You know, I'm starting to think that a lot of this stuff is about making young men gay. And not just like kind of gay, but like really gay with a lot of repressive issues, or bisexual at worst, or best. What do you say in this situation? Is it worst, best? What's the worst and best in this situation where they're trying to corrupt you? Mickey 17 showed us no. The people in the Killer Clowns from Outer Space showed us no. You and every other woman I've ever met has shown me no. A call to Caruso's cell phone Tuesday went immediately to voicemail, followed by an alert that his inbox is full and cannot receive messages because it's full of little boy texts and nudes. You know, how is he going to be able to receive messages if all his info is just like nudies from little boys? You know what? There's no trauma unit where he's going, or whatever the fuck they already say. You know, I'm gonna just wait to do the Pooh Shiesty jokes. I've been trying so hard. And I think that we can call that for now.
Stop it. Oh, he aiming for the face.
Headshots only, bitch. According to Caruso's arrest report, the boy's father it was a boy! Also, probably not the first time he's done this. If you look at this man's eyes, he looks like a lizard. He literally looks like the definition of what they say when they say lizard person. Look at that. That looks like somebody who molests little boys. He looks like he puts a little boy up on a bench, ties him down, and just goes... La, 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 la. He looks like he tries to eat children afterwards. He looks like he molests the child, wait for them to get to the ripe old age of 15, and then eats them. Does he not look like he eats children? He looks like he eats children. Look, I'm not saying he does. I'm not saying he does. But is that not the face of somebody you would imagine who eats children and molests young boys? No, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, whatever. I'm just a fuckwad. I'm just an ass. At least I'm not the one who's fucking little kids in their ass. Oh, wait a minute. Not me, this. Hold on, I'm trying to... A call to Caruso. Yeah, hold up. According to Caruso's arrest report, the boy's father first questioned the child in October after seeing him behaving in a sexualized manner with a sibling. The boy then told his father Caruso touched him sexually and exposed himself on several occasions. Disgusting. Did he even ask first? This man may be like a vampire. You know what I mean? We covered vampires last week, and there's one thing I've learned. They don't ask for consent. This man didn't seem to ask for consent, but his vampiric trance seemed to be working because this young boy is going and molesting other kids. It's like the ick. You know what I mean? It's like a disease. It's like a zombie disease. You molest one person and then they go and molest somebody. And then they go and molest somebody. And then they go and molest somebody else. You know how sad that is? It's a non-stop cycle of molestation that never ends. And the only time it ever ends is when you say, all right, enough, Uncle Jeremy. I'm so done with this. Please stop. I'm 23 now. You can't keep doing this. You're getting too old to be doing this. If you keep trying, I'm gonna shoot you. And then Uncle Jeremy's just like, well, just because I'm getting old doesn't mean I can't love my favorite nephew. Come here. Give Uncle a kiss like back in the old days. And he offers his cheek to you. And rather than going in for the kiss, what you do is you pull out a pistol from right out of your pocket. You go, all right, enough is enough, Uncle Jeremy. Back the fuck off. Oh, well, son, you're just going to have to pull the trigger because guess what? I want that booty. And then you go, all right, Uncle Jeremy. We all used to love you, but enough is enough. And then you shoot Uncle Jeremy in the face for molesting you after all those years. And you think it's going to feel cathartic. But after a moment, you start going, wow. Now I go back to my life and nobody loves me. I have no girlfriend. My job is shit. I live in the basement of, like, my friend's parents because my parents kicked me out and my friend's parents feel bad for me and they have a little bit of money so they don't mind supporting me while I figure my stuff out. I haven't had sex since I was 16. Maybe Uncle Jeremy wasn't so bad after all. Then you see him laying there bleeding out and you think to yourself, you know what, Uncle Jer? One last touch. You plop your nuts on his eyes, then you walk away. After teabagging Uncle Jeremy. I don't know where any of that, I'm going to be 100% honest. All of that was off the top of my head. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry to you at home, the viewers. I'm sorry to you, my live studio audience. I'm sorry to me. That was so bad. How did I get there? Oh yeah, Caruso molesting a kid. The boy recalled an incident during a family cruise when Caruso separated. What is it with cruises? What is it with cruises? I think that's like the theme of today. People are fucking cruising for a bruisin', or they're cruising for a butthole, or they're cruising for like... They're cruising in a... Hold on, what are all the tracks that are on Poosh Ice? We'll get to that here in a minute, because I want to make cruising jokes. The point is, it's all on a cruise. Maybe we should go on a cruise. Not for like murder or molestation or violence or anything, but...
Consensual molestation?
Yeah, consensual molestation. If any of you have any recommendations for adult cruises and stuff like that... Definitely open. Not in like that kind of way, but open to hearing you out. Not in that way, but open to hearing about the cruise. We're not that kind of couple. I'm so sorry. If you guys could ever see the faces that she makes at me whenever I make these jokes, they're fantastic. That's what I live for, is to see people make faces. I love just like pouring out of myself my deep, hot sweetness and then watching you guys make faces. Now, speaking of hot sweetness, the boy recalled an incident during a family cruise when Caruso separated him from his parents under the guise of buying him ice cream. The child said Caruso never bought ice cream, but instead assaulted him in the private, then showered with him. What? So you didn't even get the kid ice cream? No, hold on. You're going to molest him and you're not even going to get him ice cream? This is like getting kidnapped and you don't even get candy. You're telling me you're going to kidnap me, you're going to molest me, you're going to rape me, you're going to do things to me that's going to mentally scar me for the rest of my life, and I don't even get anything out of it? No desserts, no sugar. What if I'm like a diabetic and I have low blood sugar? What if I'm a diabetic child and I have low blood sugar and you go and rape me and I die in your hands? How are you going to take me back to my parents post-rape with no sugar in my system? Guys, if you're going to molest somebody, at least get them food. If you're going to molest somebody, please at least just get them food. Let that be the lesson of the day. They talk about lessons of the day. If you're going to molest someone, buy them a meal. Get them a snack. A Snickers. You're not the same when you're hungry. The child said Caruso never bought ice cream, but instead assaulted him in private, then showered with him. The boy's uncle later recalled Caruso had returned wearing a different set of clothes. And that didn't surprise anyone. He comes back wearing different clothes and nobody thinks anything? The child also said Caruso had taken him fishing at a pond and touched him while the two were alone. He added that on Thanksgiving Day 2024, Caruso fondled him and exposed himself during a game Caruso called Tickle Monster, which involved touching the boy's buttocks and crotch. You know, I've played that game with you, Tickle Monster. But I suppose a game like that might be inappropriate with a child. What? I've never put it in this context before. Wow. As a grown adult, it's never occurred to me. Maybe that game would be inappropriate with a child. Has it ever occurred to you? You've thought about that stuff before? You fucking pervert? She's a pervert. Oh my God. When confronted by the boy's parents, Caruso denied touching the child inappropriately and suggested his ex-wife made up allegations to poison the child against him. What the fuck? What a vile fuck. He also urged his family not to involve police, warning that he would likely be imprisoned if accusations became public. Yes. This is not like a cheap car accident where you're like, all right, if I give you $2,000 right now, will you just shut up about the entire thing? We both drive either way. No, this is like, hey, I molested your child repeatedly. Can you not call the cops? How does one pose that question to the family? Hey, stop yelling, stop screaming. I understand you're mad. Just, can we take it down a notch? Please. Okay. Thank you. Is what I did really that bad? Now hold on. Before you come at me again. It was a game. I didn't molest anyone. We can play the game right now ourselves. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Stop. Okay. I understand. You think it's a little weird. How about you? Tickle, tickle. No? Okay. Look, guys, stop giving me these weird looks just because I play I'm the tickle monster. Ah! Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. He also urged his family... Oh, yeah. DeSantis appointed Caruso to serve as the clerk and comptroller in August 2025. He replaced Joe Abruzzo, who now serves as Palm Beach County's administrator. You know, I'm starting to notice something about Palm Beach. I don't know if you guys have caught on to this, but there are a lot of child molesters that come out of Palm Beach. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but, you know, there are a lot of old millionaires and billionaires that like to go there. Somebody named Pete lives there. You know, I'm pretty sure Donnie likes to go down there. Jeffrey likes to go down there. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I'm noticing a theme out of Palm Beach. And it's like maybe Palm Beach is home of the predators. Maybe Palm Beach is home of the predators. Asked Tuesday whether the governor or his staff flagged any prior misconduct allegations while vetting Caruso, DeSantis said, of course not. He had a clean vet, DeSantis said. He was well regarded in the community because he was able to buy other people off. Authorities booked Caruso into the Palm Beach County Jail, but say he will never... Oh, shit. Authorities booked Caruso into the Palm Beach County Jail, but say he will be moved to Orange County, where much of the abuse was said to have occurred. He had filed to run for election to a full 4-year term though it was not immediately clear whether he will remain on the ballot in the November general election. You know how crazy that would be? Like, everybody gave Donnie shit about soliciting sex from Stormy Daniels. She was a hooker, basically. He paid her to have sex. She was a hooker. 36 times. Everybody gave him flack for hiring a prostitute. Not saying it was right, not saying he did anything. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody gave him shit. But they're still considering keeping this man on the ballot, and he molested a little boy. I'm not saying that maybe we have some weird things going on, but I'm saying we seem to favor child molesters a lot in this country. We seem to favor them quite a bit, because I read articles almost weekly about child molesters, and they get off, and they get off. They always get off. They have cheap-ass fucking bails and bonds. The charges when they get stuck are like, 10, 15-year sentences? They're bullshit-ass sentences. And then the people who leave this country and go to Israel and China, they're never going to be extradited because we have no extradition laws with them. Clerk of Court's employees learned of Caruso's arrest on Tuesday morning, spokesperson Kathy Burstein said. While it's surprising news for our entire team, it does not change who we are at the Clerk of Court or our commitment to the community and customers we serve. Yeah, just because he was molesting kids doesn't mean we're all molesting kids. No, that's literally what all of the fucking things are. It's, hey, just because we are molesting kids, just because he's molesting kids doesn't mean we're all molesting kids. Let's stick together, guys, and be against the child molesters, even though 90% of them appear to be child molesters at this point. But would you rather your children be molested and filled with hot man soup, or would you rather them be killed and filled with hot lead? Adult hospitalized, another detained after incident at Memphis Middle School. You know, I looked up Memphis News, 11/11. Make a wish, y'all. I looked up Memphis News, and everything is either a shooting or a robbery, a kidnapping, a stolen $27,000 Rolex, or a shooting. I don't even want to sit here and read the news from Memphis to you guys because it is the most depressing fucking thing. I'll be 100% honest with you. I have driven through Memphis, and that is a bleak fucking town. That is a bleak fucking town. If I lived there, I would do nothing but shoot people and rob people too. Are you fucking with me? You have to be on drugs, or you have to be selling drugs, or you have to be shooting people who sell drugs, or you have to do something in Memphis to live, because, nigga, let me tell you what, that shit is fucking dark. It is dark, it is bleak, it's sad. Driving through is gray. Driving through there is just gray. No shit, I'm not shitting on Memphis because it's got history. It's definitely worth visiting. I mean, it's worth driving through. It's simple as that. Go anywhere. Travel. Explore. Open your minds. Open your horizons. But Office of Public Affairs, three more Memphis gang members plead guilty in racketeering case. Memphis woman with multiple felonies pleads guilty to illegal possession of firearm after shooting boyfriend in domestic violence incident. That's all you hear out of Memphis is brr, brr. All these fucking charges. Every fucking thing. You know how crazy that is? I'm not even reading you the article. $27,000 Rolex stolen during taco shop meetup. Memphis police involved in car crash near airport area. See what special... Oh, wait, hold on. See what specialties procedures these Memphis hospitals are best at. Clearly not saving lives with the amount of people that die in there. God damn, man. 3 more Memphis young mob gang members. Yeah, they're racketeering. Affordable looks... No, whatever. Here, let's see if there's another one. MPD investigates shooting in South Memphis. Oh, so we've got... It's just sports stuff if it's not that. Vanderbilt, soccer, Rosa Park. Bicyclist struck, killed by a driver, police say. Memphis Airways precinct murders up 60% while rest of city sees historic crime drop. Do you have any idea how fucking crazy this is? This city is... It needs some love. If there's a fucking place that needs some love, it is Memphis. And you know, like, they're producing motherfuckers... They're producing niggas like Pooh Shiesty. That place needs love. But let me tell you what, that nigga dropped a fire-ass album. Fire-ass album. Fire-ass album. I mean, you see the way I'm dressed. He makes me feel like I can go and rob a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and do some shit. Let's go and light some shit up. Come on, you ready? Lighting shit up. No, damn, right in the nose. No, but for real, he dropped that album, All Eyes on Shiest. I thought it was pretty fucking solid. I did that review of Drake's album, and it was meh. But All Eyes on Shiest was fire. My favorite track on there was... Here, hold on, I'm gonna pull up the track list before I go and fuck it all up. All Eyes on Shits. I swear on everything if I can't pull. My favorite fucking track was Collecting Tears. That shit, man. A young me, if I would have had this album in my ear when I was younger, I would have been a menace to society even more so. I probably would have actually shot some shit up that didn't need to be shot up. I was young and retarded, and I still like shooting guns. So, and I'm a changed man and all that shit. So if me now is a changed man and shit, and I still like shooting shit, can you imagine what a young me would have done? Nigga, I would have been a menace to every society. I would have been a menace to your society, to my society, to your mama's society, to God's society, to the devil's society. Nigga, I would have been a problem. As if I wasn't already. I would have been worse, though. I'd have been so much worse. I'd have been worse than any of the... You know, everybody's like, oh, I would have been so bad. I'd have been so... No, motherfucker. Yeah, you can ask anyone who knows me. A younger me would have been... Oh, baby. I was a problem already. But Collecting Tears... Goddamn, son, and hearing Blrrddd come on some of these tracks was fucking beautiful. The combination of Pooh Shiesty and Blrrddd, man... I know Shiesty back in the day, he said me and Gucci like Shaq and Kareem, but nah, that's like him and Blrrddd. That's Big Boy and fucking Andre 3K, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking, that's Hove and Ye. That's, that's Weezy and Drake right there, nigga. That's Weezy and Drake. No, but for real, they all were fire. Every track on there was pretty solid. I'm not a fan of FDO. Everybody liked that shit. It was the big thing off of it. I think what's happening right now is Shiesty is realizing he's going to be in court for a while, and so he had to drop the album, whether he wanted to or not. The studio, he needs that money. And with everything that just happened with Gucci, Gucci also owns a lot of the fucking shit if he doesn't own the rights to everything on there. And he's like, fuck it. We're going to use this shit as a marketing campaign, and while he sits in jail, I'm gonna make bank off of his fucking album. What Shiesty say? He said, all I asked was the bare minimum, and the nigga held his nuts on me. That's what Gucci did. That's the thing, is like, it's not that Shiesty did, he did it wrong. I'm not saying he did something right, but what I'm saying is, from his perspective, I always like to say, if I were him and he were me, I'd be him and he'd be me. If I were in his fucking position, I'd have done the same shit. I'm gonna keep it straight with you. I would have done the same shit. And even I think that Shiesty even was like, damn, we shouldn't have fucking let him go. We should have just fucking got him. But his contract would have gone to somebody else and it wouldn't have fucking mattered to begin with. The entire album was fucking fire. I like, what is it? Collecting Tears. Still on Time, and that's why I made that fucking Still on Time and joke. JPay and Core Links. That shit fucking slapping. Trip. That track is fucking wild. That track is a trip. Trip is a trip. You know, I was supposed to be making jokes about how these people are trips and tell people chill, man. Put the knife by the dick so the CO don't see. I don't have a whole. I had like 8 jokes I was gonna make about this shit, but if I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really think I need. You know, I did that for dramatic effect, and I need that later on. I don't. Sometimes you do things for the show and you don't think twice about it. I may have even needed that for another joke here in a minute, and I just don't worry about it. It's straight. I just wasn't a fan of Booty Club just because I don't like Sexy Red. Although Shiesty's verse on that was fire, like bar after bar slapping. New one was okay. I'm not a fan of K Carbon. Glorilla killed it on Main. But of course, Glorilla kills all the shit. That she's just good at shit like that. All in all, I give the album like an 8.3 out of 10. I'm gonna keep it 100. 8.3 out of 10. Solid. I'm gonna be listening to this shit for the next month. I'm gonna be walking around with my fucking pistol on my hip, feeling like I'm the hottest shit in the goddamn streets. I'll tell you what, if you listen to this shit and you don't feel like a motherfucking thug, nigga, you are listening to the wrong tracks. If you listen to this shit and you don't get offended and start clutching your pearls and shit, nigga, and you don't start just going, oh my god, he said that, or you don't sit there and go, hell yeah, nigga, let's fucking get the straps and get the fucking bussin'. Let's get to lighting shit up. We gotta start lighting shit up. Goddamn right, real strikers, real motherfucking hitters, real soldiers in the streets. If you don't turn into either a motherfucking pearl clutching white ass bitch, or you don't turn into a motherfucking thug straight up, and you're listening to this goddamn album, you are not listening to this same fucking album, nigga. Big brr, big shit. Y'all have a beautiful fucking day and get to fucking stepping, nigga. Big brr, brr, bitch. Brr, nigga.